You don't have a better bad idea than this?
This is the best bad idea we have, sir. By far.
Brian, congrats on the film, man.
Thank you.
This is such an important movie on so many levels. Ben Affleck said this was the best script he ever read. What was your reaction when you first read it and decided, I'm going to be a part of Argo?
Well, I couldn't do that. I read it and said, this is really terrific.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of Argo, as opposed to I'm going to be. I said, yes. Really well-written scripts. Really well-written scripts are hard to come by. And so when you come across one, I got on the phone right away and I said, get me in to see Ben as soon as possible.
See, now, key in on this point, really well-written scripts. What do you look for in terms of the elements to decide that, okay, this translates good on paper and this is going to be a very good movie?
Well, it shouldn't be any different from your experience of reading a good novel. It's in a different structure, a different format, but it must be what they call a page-turner. You have to be viscerally and visually stimulated so that you become the art director, right? When you read a good novel, you imagine these characters, compelling, interesting characters in these situations of danger and threat and this sort of thing, and you're like, and that's what happened with Argo. Chris Terrio wrote a beautiful script that I just went through it and went all the way to the end. That's very rare. If you talk to actors, directors in Hollywood, they say, how often do you start a script and complete it without stopping?
Yeah.
That's very rare, and you know that's a sign.
And the importance of this story with Argo, you have a political thriller here, a satirical take on Hollywood, and then there's these great moments of comedy coming in without taking away from, you know, the bigger picture here. What do you think makes the story so important and compelling for audiences?
Well, the fact that it's based on a true story is phenomenal, because it doesn't seem possible that they would be able to pull off this ruse. It seems like a stretch, doesn't it? But in truth, that is exactly what happened.
These people die. They die badly. White House wants the 6 of them out.
I knew when I read it that this was very good, but it doesn't mean it's going to translate into being a good movie, because so many things can go wrong in the production of it. But under an able director who is the captain of the ship, and Ben was able to guide this and set a tone for the film, a visual look for the film, and keep his point of view very clear, all the way through to the editing process until it gets onto the screen.
And you know, I guess final point here is this is a very important movie for Canadians. I think one of my favorite scenes was when Ben was breaking down the nuances of Canadians, how you pronounce Toronto. You don't say the T.
It's not Toronto. They'll catch you on that.
It's just Toronto. What have you come to love about us Canadians?
What's not to love about Canadians? They are very lovable people. We were in Toronto Film Festival, or the Toronto Film Festival, and my line at the very end of the movie where I go, "Thank you, Canada," and I got a huge ovation. When I was shooting that, I didn't think that that's going to get an ovation, and perhaps only in Canada it's going to get an ovation.
Yeah.
But it really shows what can happen, not only from a humanistic standpoint, what we are capable of doing, but from country to country. Working symbiotically with Canada and the United States, we were able to do something together that was remarkable. And that's to be celebrated. And hopefully that's what comes away in Argo, is that the celebration of success and saving lives.